I'm Lisa Hamlin. I'm a third grade teacher at PS 32 in Flushing, Queens, New York City, and I've been engaged with TryEngineering for the past 2 years, both years with the third grade class of 32 students. The results have been really eye-opening for me. I'm always amazed at how creative the students are and how they're able to look at a problem from so many different perspectives. A lot of times it's ways that I never would have even imagined. So I think that's really exciting. And I think it's also helped me become better at framing my questions. Now I find ways to kind of make the questions more open-ended and have the kids, give the kids a little bit of a nudge along the way if they get stuck. But a lot of times they just rely on each other and they really don't need me at all, which is even better. And then as for the way that it's impacted my students, there's just so many different ways. I guess for the first thing would be their engagement. Engagement is through the roof in my classroom. Whenever we're doing a project, the classroom is actually humming. The kids learn to work collaboratively. Sometimes I set them up in groups. Sometimes I let them choose their own groups. And through this, I think they've learned how to work together as a team. They've learned that sometimes they have to compromise, that their ideas are good, but sometimes somebody might have a better idea, and they learn to share. Also, they've become better problem solvers. I know in the beginning when we first started, everybody wanted to jump right into the design phase of the projects that they were working on. Everybody wanted to build a really cool contraption, and they didn't want to do the research, and they didn't want to do the planning or the sketching. They just wanted to jump in and build something. But they found out that as they were going along, that did not work out very well for them. So they really learned why there is an engineering design process, and they understood better why you need to do the research in the beginning and you need to plan things out carefully because it just makes things run smoother. And I think that was really important for them as they went along. Also, in the very beginning, they used every material under the sun. It didn't matter what it was. If it was there, they wanted to use it in their projects. And then they learned over time that the constraints that were in some of these projects forced them to rethink what they were doing and think a little bit smarter. They had to think about what they needed. It added a math component in there. Sometimes it was a price associated with the total cost of the project, and that made them rethink their projects. It really just made them think more closely. And also, I think it's also transferred into some of the other areas in school. For example, in their writing, they realize now that writing is also a process, just like the engineering design process. You start out with an idea, and then you brainstorm, and then you draft, and then you go back and you revise. And it really kind of aligns with the engineering design process. So it's something that they're going to take forward with them all throughout the curriculum.